Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber, and today's video is going to be a makeup video where I do like a pink but grungy eyeliner eyeshadow makeup look. I don't know what that is, but basically it's the look I did like a month back, and I thought it's really cute and I want to just do it again on camera. And yeah. If this is the first time you're on my channel, hi, my name is Amber, nice to meet you. And on this channel I do Sims videos, makeup videos, talking videos, and music videos. If you like any of those stuff, just subscribe to my channel, comment, like, hit the notification bell, I don't know. You know what to do. Anyways, let's get started. For primer, I'm taking the NYX Angel Veil primer. Since I want this look to be pretty matte, I'm using this mattifying pore filling primer. Just now when I was putting on the primer, I feel like my skin is a little dry, so I'm going to use a setting spray, just spray my face and pat it in with a beauty sponge. Before I put on foundation, I want to spot conceal, so I'm going to conceal this whatever thing it is. I think it's probably like a reaction I got from eating yogurt yesterday, but I'm going to conceal it with the Girl Cult concealer. I think it's my favorite concealer at the moment. It's not super high coverage, but it's good enough for like stuff like these. I usually just put the concealer on with the wand and then blend it out with a finger. I feel like when you use the finger to blend out the spot you're concealing, it kind of just meshes well with the skin, creating like a very natural finish. For foundation today, I'm taking the Judy Doll Long Lasting Foundation. That's literally what it says on the bottle. If you guys watched any of my videos before, you will know I love the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. And I think I finished it. I can't pump anything out. If I do, it just squirts out everywhere, like all over my keyboard, all over my pants. So I'm gonna throw it out, and I want y'all to see it. This is my trash can. Now I'm just dotting the foundation on my face, and then we can blend it out with a sponge. I usually pick up the excess foundation with the sponge like that. Speaking of foundation, recently I bought a new bottle of foundation because I think, like I can't just use only one foundation every day. And so I bought it. I thought it was very interesting because it says long-lasting, concealing, mattifying, also has like SPF in it, which is a choice. So you don't need to have SPF in your foundation, but I really do not mind. That foundation is from a brand that is like a local brand, like a Chinese brand that does like professional makeup products, so I'm really intrigued because I want to know if it's actually that good. By the way, Judy Doll is a local brand, haha. Now that we're done with foundation, I'm gonna use a concealer and a setting powder. The concealer I'm using is still the Girl Cult one. It's a different shade, it's a lighter shade, so it can still highlight my under eye bags. The powder I'm using today is the Juicy Spiral Shell powder. I don't know what they're called. I'm just putting the concealer under my eyes and over here where I have the most darkness. Honestly, I embrace it when I'm not wearing makeup, but if I do, like, it will just make my eyeshadow look very muddy, so I'm gonna cover it. Now I'm just tapping it out with a sponge. Make sure you keep it like focused on where you have the most darkness. Do not just drag it out everywhere. Now I'm just setting my under eyes and my nose area with this setting powder. It has a little bit of color, so it kind of adds some coverage to your face, which I love. If you've watched any of my makeup videos before this, you would know usually after I set my under eyes and before I set my whole face with the powder, I will put on an eye primer. Today I'm using the Kaleidos Tone Activator eye primer. It's the one I always use. It's the only one I have at the moment. I just kind of put it on and then set my whole face so I can also powder this down because I like a good silky matte finish. Can you stop barking for a second? Recently I figured out I have some smudging at like literally where I'm patting right now, so I usually just bring my eye primer over there as well, and it does make it just a little bit long lasting and it doesn't smudge as much. Now I'm just setting my whole face with the powder from Juicy, the spiral shell powder that I set my under eyes with. Juicy is a local brand. They have absolutely gorgeous packaging. Also, I have a question for you guys. So you guys know, or as you guys are seeing, I usually use these type of fluffy powder puffs to put on powder, and I realized the other day that I've been using this specific one for, I don't know, a year, and it feels disgusting. So I need you to tell me how long should I like switch it out, or how do I tell if it's too old to use? Thanks. For bronzer or contour, whatever you want to call it, I'm taking the one from Dramo. It's also a Chinese brand. I think they're out of business very soon, so I just picked up this one. It is a very gorgeous packaging, and it's a little light for me, for my liking, but it does show up on my skin, so I'm gonna use it today. This product over here is a little bit more neutral toned. It's still warm on my skin, like it can still function as a bronzer, but I'm using it because today's makeup look is gonna be a little bit more pink, and I think if I use the Kaleidos one, which is gonna be a little bit more warm and orange, it's gonna clash a little bit, so I'm using this one today. Okay, so I just bronzed my hairline, forehead, whatever you want to call it. I love that technique because it kind of just blends your face into your hair, but also the sun hits your forehead and it just is naturally darker. And now we're gonna zoom in and do my brows and eye makeup. The brow pencil I'm taking is from a brand called Casey Color. It's a local brand, again, because I can get local makeup very easily and they're of high quality. So I'm gonna use it. I already did the other brow off camera and now I'm gonna do this one. And I thought I can't do brows when I'm talking, but it turns out I can. So I'm gonna try to talk, but I don't know if there's anything I want to talk about. Just figured I remained silent for like the last minute. I'm so sorry I couldn't talk, but this is how the brows look. I think they're just fine. Brows are brows. For brow gel, I'm taking the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. This is like a very good clear brow gel if you want one, but mine is already gray because I have black hair and dark brows. Also, please tell me how long do you use a clear brow gel, because mine, I think I've used it for like a year, like at least. Am I just cheap or am I just gross? I don't know. After you kind of lay down the products, I usually just brush the first few hairs up so it kind of looks natural. Now that we're done with brows, I think we can start doing our eye makeup. I'm using the palette by Narumi, which is a very gorgeous palette. It's a very high quality and it also has a lot of interesting colors. I think she can go pretty far in the market. The first shade I'm going to take is this shade called Cinderella. It is this very cute nude pink, and just blend it all over your eyelids and kind of lower lash line area. I literally don't know what to talk about when I'm doing eyeshadow, but that's weird. I don't want to be like silent. Yeah, since I don't know what to talk about, I'm just gonna chat. Recently I figured out I like eyeshadow brushes that are of like darker colored bristles, just because the white colored ones would just make me feel like, oh my gosh, this brush is so dirty, when it's not. So I think white bristle brushes kind of look like makeup artist brush set, which has nothing wrong with it. It's just I kind of prefer how black bristle brushes work. Oh my gosh. I think now we're pretty much done with the blending of this pink shade. Now I'm picking up the same shade and putting it on my lower lash line area just to kind of tie everything all in. If you want, you can tilt your brush like that so like it has a very small contact area with your eyes and blend out the lower lash line shadow just to create this watercolor blown out look. I think it's so pretty. And you can also connect the eyelid and the lower lash line by blending some colors right here. The next shade I'm going to take is this blue tone gray called Parallel World, and I'm going to deepen out my outer corner and kind of just have it be in between the pink and the black liner. This gray is very pigmented, so I'm going to tap it a little bit and just put it on my outer corners. Ooh. See, this is a brush that has white bristles. I actually love how this brush performs, blends everything together. It also has a very nice tilted shape, but just because it's white, I don't use it as often as I should. My movement is very, very light, very, very airy, and I'm just kind of letting the brush lie on my eye and just blending it out like that. Yeah, I've been sitting here for 3 minutes looking at my eyes, and I was like, this is such a cute look, and you can just walk on the street and be the baddest bitch on the street. The next shade I'm going to take is Black Cat. This is the best black I've ever used. I mean, I've not used a lot of black eyeshadows before, but this is very, very high quality. You'll see. I'm actually very nervous right now. I think if I mess this up, I'm gonna be very sad. Okay, this is the shape I have for this eyeliner. I think it's really cute. I'll see what I can do over here, but if I think this tail is not sharp enough, I will always pick up a very teeny little brush and just line it a little bit better. Take it very, very easy when you do eyeliner because I think it smells fear. It might get a little muddy over here. I'll just pick up a matte highlight and just clean up. It will be fine. It will be fine. Breathe. Now I'm picking up the black with a very skinny eyeshadow eyeliner paintbrush and just kind of making the lines even sharper. If I want, I can also blend with it because it has a long bristle. Now you might look at my eye and be like, oh, there's a little gap over here, between the eyeliner and the, blended out eyeshadow. So I'm gonna kind of just fill that in. You kind of have to make your brush go like that, like vertical to your skin, because it's a very, very teeny tiny little space, but it also needs to be blended with the same brush that you put on the gray. Alright, now I'm gonna take the matte highlighter from the Kaleidos Charisma Contour Palette. Mine is in the shade Medium and Warm, and I'll just clean it up right under the eyeliner. You might look at my eyes and be like, oh, that looks unbalanced, what are you doing? Yeah, so I'm gonna deepen out my kind of lower lash line area just to make it look more sultry, smoky, balanced. I'm gonna take this gray shade over here. I don't think there's a lot of techniques at this step because you just kind of run it on the lower lash line. Now this is how my eyes look after I deepened out the lower lash line area. I think it looks more balanced, it looks a little bit more sultry, just a sexy eye look. The final step of this eye makeup is I'm gonna take this black shade, not really open up my inner corner, but just kind of outlining it so it looks more smoky, sultry, sexy. Take a shot. So this is what my eyes look like after I put on the black. This is before, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I really don't think there's much technique. You just put it over there, find the right place to do it, you'll be fine. So I usually just put it over here, kind of like that. If you can see it clearly, I'm not sure if you can, but yeah, that's just kind of how I do it. I blend it out kind of accordingly. I think I'm pretty much done with the eye makeup. Yeah, I think it's just such a cute look, and I'm gonna do my lashes and then we can come back and do my blush and lipstick. Now this is how I look after I put on the lashes, or I mean mascara. Excuse me, you have no business looking this good. For blush, I'm taking the one from Juicy. It's in the shade B02. It also has a Chinese name, which translates into raspberry rum, which is so cute and so yummy. This blush is very pigmented, so be careful. Yeah, not sure if I put on too much blush. I don't think it's too much on camera, but I think in real life, in another mirror, like behind my camera, ooh, it was a lot. I'm trying to blend it out. This blush goes with this look very, very nicely. It also goes with other looks that are a little bit more, cool toned or like super, super warm toned. It all just goes very well. I think this is becoming my favorite because it's very pigmented, very quick, very blendable, and also very versatile. For lipstick, I'm taking the one from Dremel. This is in the same collection with the bronzer, and this is a very cute My Lips With Better shade. It goes with the blush and the eyeshadow, so I'm taking it today. It looks like this in the tube, but it comes off a little bit more sheer on the lips. After I put the lipstick on the center, I'll just smack my lips a little bit, and then I'll dab this lipstick on the edge of my lips. So this is the finished look. I think this is such a pretty look. I don't think I need to say that again because look at what you're seeing on the screen right now. I'm apologizing, but not really, about using so many products that are local to me, that are not accessible in the US or UK or just other parts of the world. But I think it's important or just interesting to showcase what we use when it comes to makeup and what's our take on makeup. The next video I'm gonna upload is a Sims 4 Let's Play, but it's in Chinese. I really do not bother to put in English subtitles because it's a lot of work. I talk a lot in those videos. So yeah, I'm so sorry. You can always watch it, you can always see what's happening on the screen because my game is in English. But yeah, if you guys like any of my videos, just feel free to subscribe, comment anything, ask me questions. I'm willing to answer every single one of them. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.